Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. And what a week it is. A pivotal week in the herstory and the history and the hextory of humanity. This is a week of the US general election. And I've noticed that a lot of astrologers are not talking about it. They're like, let me just hide. I can't predict who's going to win. I'm not going to mention it. I cannot not mention it. Number one, I know it's causing all of us, wherever you're coming from, supreme anxiety, stress. You know, there's a lot of emotion. We've got all the feels going on this week, and it's an incredibly important time for the whole world, not just America, because whoever gets in is going to be a massive policy maker and change things that are going to impact us all. Anyway, what's really interesting is there's not that much going on this week, although one crucial and extraordinary thing is that we have Mercury going direct on the very day of the general election. Now, the last time this happened was in 2000 when Al Gore and Bush had the same thing, Mercury going direct on that day. And what happened? There was a very unclear count. It took ages to resolve. It ultimately went to the Supreme Court. Yes, the Supreme Court, which has recently had a judge change. And then it was resolved. But, you know, a lot of people carried through the bitterness of that election in their heart. Are we going to see the same thing? It's quite likely. I don't believe there's going to be a clear-cut decision on the day. And even if there is, we're looking at a lot of chaos. I would say until December. But I think by the time we get to the end of November, we'll see where we're going. The other thing that's starting to happen this week from the 7th is we're going to start to feel that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction, which kind of hits its peak on the 12th. And then there should be breakthrough. The amazing astrologer Jessica Adams is predicting that Biden will win. And she says that you know, it's such an important turning point in history and it offers positive hope. And she's really good at predicting things. So I'll leave the prediction to her. But I will say we are heading towards a time of freedom, of transformation, of coming together that will hit next year and will come to a monumental change in 2023. So whatever you're feeling now, I promise you there is hope and there is possibility and there is change where we are all going to feel a lot more equal. And I truly believe that. So this week, I'm doing this extremely long introduction just to say, whatever and whoever you want to win this election, please take care of yourself. Let's take care of each other. Let's try not to be so polarized because it isn't getting us anywhere. You know, there's more or less, you know, whatever you're looking at, 40-60, 50-50 in this. We've got to find a way to support each other and understand that we're all one. We are not two separate parts of a whole. Anyway, I'll stop going on now. Here is your weekly astrology. Sagittarius, with Mercury retrograde, you might have had a lot of confusion about who you're connected to, what your beliefs are, who you know, collaborations and long-term friendships and people that you gathered with in groups on the internet or in person. It was all a bit screwed up. It was all a bit unclear, and you might have been like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what groups of people I want to hang out with. Do I feel like part of the whole? All of that is changing with Mercury going direct. Yes, it's still in retro shadow, but you're suddenly feeling that you've got a purpose again. You're finding the right people to collaborate with. You found your voice and what you want to share with the world, what you want to write about, what you want to put out on the internet. You found your close group of people. I mean, maybe not this week, but you're on your way to having clarity. And certainly when Mercury comes out of retro shadow, it'll be a lot clearer, to feeling at one with the world again, rather than just on the outside, not knowing who to trust. And a big theme for you all year, actually, has been about your sense of security, digging in, changing the way that you are from just going here, there and everywhere, and finding your security within yourself. And there's a big shift coming. Now, it may be that somebody doesn't want you to make changes. There may be a few arguments or bickering, or you feeling that you have to fight and nobody's listening to the transformation you want to make. But whatever anybody says, transformation is coming for you. And that transformation is about you finding yourself and building on something that you believe in. And that shift is, you're starting to feel it from the 7th, but next week it's all kicking off for you when we have that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. And it's a series, we've had a series of these that of reaching a peak now. This is it. This is the decider. This is when you're going to embrace change. This is when, and obviously Jupiter's your ruler, this is where you're going to understand what expansion is. And ironically, that expansion might not be about just being able to do what you want. It might be about committing to yourself and committing to something that you really want to do. Amazing times. There's great power in this for you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. What is going on? Is there any little bit of nugget of tarot advice for you? Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. It's time to believe in you, actually. You're making a lot of changes, which is going to give you the structure to be free. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you may have felt that, you've been out in the cold. This is emotional poverty, perhaps even financially you've been struggling, and it's like, But what I always say about the 5 of Pentacles, if you look at this card, the light is on there for sanctuary. Sanctuary is coming for you. And you're able to heal that wounded heart of yours. You've been carrying around some pain, or maybe it's a recent wound, but you're ready to heal that now. You're ready to let it go, to move on to the next phase. And yes, the Ace of Cups, emotional happiness, emotional healing, a peak emotional experience for you. And it seems to me that you have had quite some emotional upheaval, though. The Tower, there has been some drama around your emotions. But, the Ace of Cups is going to help you deal with this drama, and you've got to work on the self-love, and it's basically about letting go. You might find that there's there's a Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn coming to lend a helping hand to help you out of what you've been going through. And it may be that there is drama going to happen so that you can free yourself to move forward, have healing and expand. I'm ending with the Star. The Star is about creativity, and actually in the progression of the major arcana, the Star comes after the Tower. We have the Tower and it's all dramatic and shocking. And then we have the Star, which is, that moment after a storm where you can hear the birds singing, the sun is shining, everything is calm. That energy is coming to you. Creativity, healing and inspiration. Take care, gorgeous. Come visit me on michelleknight.com. I've got my new Celtic Cross reading there, which hopefully you'll enjoy. Anyway, sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics, and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics. So surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MicheleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.